reasons we're doing better than other states is we have better mask wear, and we estimate we're around 70%.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm outside today. I'm filming at a church that I'm not even sure if it's open, but here's a really pretty tree that I like. I'm going to talk about rituals. I found a very good article on Scientific American, and I did have a message to the governors of our states, and that is, I am not in this together. I never agreed to be in this together with your commands and demands, and you're being a tyrant. So that's part of this video, is how we agree to become part of a ritual. So a ritual is something that comforts us. We can do rituals even before we're going to give a performance or a public speech. It helps to calm us. It also distracts us. The distraction takes away from our anxiety. And think about a hypnotist. I was watching a YouTube video, and a man was hypnotizing two young girls on the beach with their permission. So in hypnotism, we have a person in authority, and he asks the permission, usually of the participants. So their permission, is it okay if I hypnotize you? And he basically gives a set of instructions and maps out what's going to happen in the session. So he tells you to close your eyes and go into a deep state. So he's giving you a set of instructions to calm you and to distract you. But then he'll get you to do weird things. And of course, we need to be careful who hypnotizes us and what their intention is, because we just don't know what they might make us do. Now, I haven't been hypnotized. I've never been hypnotized, but I don't know if the people actually remember what they've done. Now, if they watch the video, it'll be funny if they see some of the things that they've said and done. So, is it possible to do magic without bending, with bending our will, without our permission? Well, that's a really good question. Sometimes we do things and we're forced to do it, so we're not really giving our permission. Well, we are under threat. Maybe if someone has a gun, we might hand over our money. And now it seems that we're doing things out of fear that we might die from a virus, and we're wearing the mask. And I'm rattling with my show notes. I write things down. Just make a very short little note so I don't have to try to remember everything. But anyway, so we do give permission sometimes under force or duress. So now we're being forced to wear masks because of the fear that it's instilled in us. And most of the people, to me, haven't seemed like they've even gone and researched anything themselves about what is the results of wearing a mask, or what is a virus. So I've been looking into gematria, and I have been looking into it, but not in depth. And I have Zach's book from Gematria Effect News, and the thing is like 700 pages, and it's fascinating. So I'm going to tell you, when I reach 1,000 subs, I'm going to make another video on gematria. I have one video on my channel, and I'm going to tell you what was revealed to me through my own research and my own intuition. Now, it's just a theory. We know why gematria is being used, and we know how. Basically, they're numbers connected to words, and it's calculated, and they connect to everything in the story. But I have a theory on how it works, the mechanics of it, and it's not the calculations. It's something else, and like I said, I will make the video, and I think I'm right, because I systematically show you how I figured it out. So another thing I did want to say about TV, and a lot of us do get information from TV, from news channels. Yes, and it's possible some of you don't watch TV, and that's fine. And I have cars going by, I'm sorry, but I wanted to be out today. Let me just show you the sky a minute. really pretty over here, all the above the houses and nice puffy clouds. This is a huge tree. I'm not sure what kind of tree it is. So the TV is a form of hypnotism and magic because we're seeing things, we're seeing the pictures, we're hearing words, and we also have to read sometimes. If there's an ad, we have to read, the words in the ad, and sometimes it's all three together. So TV is very powerful because we have all the pictures being thrown at us at once. I mean, think about 200 years ago, or even less than that, 150 years ago, there was no TV, or whenever it was invented. We don't have to. All right, we got a little plane. I am near the Northeast Philadelphia Airport, and here's a plane up there. I don't know if you can see it. And there's little planes that go by. So I'm near the airport, and once in a while we do have, it's very, well, we're enjoying the sounds of the city. So I just wanted to say that TV is bombarding us with pictures really fast. We never saw that before. I mean, people that lived back in the Victorian times didn't have TV or even, motion pictures. So we enjoyed nature more. So I just wanted to say those few things before I go on to the next part, which is reading a little bit of the article on Scientific American about what is a ritual. So let me get it here. And let me hold it. I'll be right back, guys. All right, so I'm going to read from Scientific American an article entitled Why Rituals Work. And I moved into the shade because the sun is really warm today. It's not hot today, it's only 88, doesn't bother me. Humidity is really low, but again, here's the beautiful clouds and the tree, and here's the church. It says, why rituals work. There are real benefits to rituals, religious or otherwise. And I'll link it in the description box below. Think about the last time you were about to interview for a job, speak in front of an audience, or go on a first date. To quell your nerves, chances are you spent time preparing, reading up on the company, revealing your slides, practicing your charming patter. People facing situations that induce anxiety typically take comfort in engaging in preparatory activities, including a feeling of being back in control and reducing uncertainty. Said with a little extra preparation seems perfectly reasonable. People also engage in seemingly less logical behaviors in such situations. Here's one person's description. And this person is just saying how they put their feet strongly on the ground, taking deep breaths and shake their hands, etc. So everybody has maybe some kind of routine they might do. While we wonder what this person's coworkers and neighbor think of their shaky acquaintance, such rituals, the symbolic behaviors we perform before, during, and after meaningful event, are surprisingly ubiquitous across culture and time. Rituals take an extraordinary array of shapes and forms, at times performed in communal or religious settings, at times performed in solitude, at times involving fixed, repeated sequences of actions, at other times not. People engage in rituals with the intention of achieving a wide set of desired outcomes. And that's all I'm going to read, because I'd like you to go and read it if you want to have more information, because I don't want to make a long video today, but I do want you to know that a ritual can be a habit, and it can also be something with a desired outcome. And if there are people creating an agenda for us, which we're not really sure, because then we would be able to be predicting the future. We just don't really know why we're being told to wear a mask, which wasn't designed to be worn all day. Nurses and doctors didn't wear them last year, and the seasonal flu made people sick. So we're being forced to cover our faces, and some of us can't wear masks. can't understand what people are saying. So it seems as though everyone's been put under a influence here. Okay, and sometimes it's saying also in the article, the ritual can be extremely effective, especially when there's fear behind it. You know, we do have a fear of death, a lot of people do, and there's been research on that. So having a fear and then saying this will remedy it, but people saying this mask is making me healthy, that there's no basis in that a mask makes you healthy. So I am not in this together. I'm tired of the genre and all the words that people just throw out, and they listen to TV too much, and also YouTube. I mean, you can watch the news on YouTube. So whatever you're watching, you really have to start thinking for yourself and try to get on to encyclopedia and research what's going on and read about viruses. I might do my next video on, I think I have about 10 different encyclopedias. They're physical books that I've picked up at the thrift store, which the one I don't shop at anymore because they asked me to leave. But I do have, they're not medical dictionary, but it doesn't matter. A virus is defined as in something inert, and you know, we really need to just look at what physicians, if supposedly in the book I'm reading, The Invisible Rainbow, it's excellent book. There's been research on them. So I'm going to go. Thank you so much. I appreciate everyone. And I'm going to leave you what the governor of Colorado said. I hope it doesn't shock you, but see you next time, guys. I really love you all. I appreciate all new subscribers. Take a minute. Give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Next time.
I'm telling you to wear a mask. Wear a damn mask.